Welcome to Enki, Tales from the Past. I am Ninursag. I hail from Nibiru and journeyed to Planet Ki with Prince Ea. Today, you call it Earth. Visit Enki.show today. A unique, engaging sensorial experience turned into a narrative podcast, now available by Mário Portela. Here you will find a carefully researched storyline, a sensorial experience, an experience taken off limits. Embark on a journey like no other, a story that unfolds before your very eyes, episode by tantalizing episode. Be swept away by the drama, the twists and turns, the unexpected surprises that lurk around every corner. This is Enki, Tales from the Past. This narrative podcast is authored by Mário Portela. Journal entry 900A. First entry on the planet. Chief Scientist of Operations Ninursag, Princess Consort. Oh, what an extraordinary day it has been. My heart is still pounding with excitement from my journey back to Ki from the moon. I cannot wait to share all the details with you. From a planet perspective, I have been on Kingu for exactly 1,000 days. The mission was a success and precise to the planned times and processes. After a successful mission on the moon, it was time for me to finally land on this marvelous and bright planet. As the spacecraft descended towards the planet, I could feel the rush of adrenaline pulsing through my veins. And again, my heart was pounding for so many reasons. The sight of this beautiful planet will never cease to amaze me. Used to the natural red-dimmed light of Nibiru, Planet Ki imprinted an everlasting memory. As we got closer to the surface, I could see the bright light our newly created moon emanated on the horizon, and my heart swelled with pride as I thought about the role I played in building it. Now the moon is in the able hands of the Agigi. They will surely make the spaceport even more efficient and well fit for our planet mining operations. As I stepped out of the spacecraft and onto solid land, I was greeted by Enki, who had come to welcome me back. We hugged each other tightly, and I could feel the warmth of his embrace spreading through my body. Enki and his team had built an incredible settlement here, one that was a true testament to the power of science and technology. As Enki gave me a tour of the settlement, I was struck by its beauty and grandeur. The buildings were towering but inconspicuous. The streets were bustling with activity preparing our arrival, and the people were filled with energy and enthusiasm. It was like nothing I had ever seen before. After our arrival, Enki greeted us with welcoming and uplifting speech, together with his team, who then guided us to our quarters. Each member of our team was welcomed with warmth and kindness as Enki introduced them to old friends and new members of the community. It was truly heartwarming to witness the joy on their faces as they reunited with old comrades and embraced new acquaintances. As we walked through the settlement, Enki and I chatted about the future of science and technology, and I felt my heart swell with hope and optimism. The possibilities seemed endless, and I knew that with Enki by my side, anything was possible. He led us through the winding corridors of the settlement, pointing out various buildings and facilities along the way. We passed by a bustling scientific ward where specimens were being studied. And I was particularly taken with the vibrant colors and intricate designs of the decorations intertwined with all the high tech on display. Eventually, we arrived at my own quarters, which had been prepared in advance. As we entered, I was struck by the comfortable and homely atmosphere of the room, which was decorated with warm colors and plush furnishings. I could tell that the team had gone to great lengths to ensure my stay was as pleasant as possible, and I was grateful for their hospitality. Enki informed me of an upcoming mission we would both embark into, and I couldn't help but feel my heart racing with anticipation. As he spoke, my mind wandered to the possibilities of what this mission could entail. Enki had mentioned that we would be studying several hominid specimens native to the planet. He mentioned how they were highly intelligent and apparently of different genetic heritages, remnants of previous civilizations, he supposed. It seemed like a xenobiologist dream mission, but I knew there was more to it than just that. I suspected that Enki had planned this mission as a way for us to be alone together, away from the prying eyes of our colleagues and teams. I couldn't wait for the opportunity to spend time with him, to explore the unknown with the man I loved. As he handed me the itinerary for the mission, our hands touched, and I felt a jolt of electricity run through my body. I could feel the tension, the spark, the passion building up. I knew that this mission would be more than just a scientific exploration. It would be a chance for Enki and me to finally be together, to share our love in the beauty of the unknown. We would discover new things about the planet and about ourselves, and our love would only grow stronger. I could hardly contain my excitement as I looked at the itinerary. This mission was going to be an adventure, a chance for us to write our own love story among the stars. Finally, our time had come. We joined both teams at the festivities plaza. Everyone was so joyful it brought happiness to my heart. Overall, it was a joyous and festive occasion, filled with laughter, reunions, and new beginnings. Then came the memorable moment of my title change. Everyone was present, and I felt a mix of glory and embarrassment. Enki's announcement about my new title as Princess of Planet Ki brought tears to my eyes. I had anticipated it, given the customs of our corporation laws, but it still filled me with pride and joy. I was now Ninky. As Ninky, I was honored to be given this responsibility to represent the corporation and the people of Planet Key. I turned to face my team and thanked them for their support and loyalty. I promised them that I would do everything in my power to fulfill the duties that came with my new title. I would dedicate myself to the study and preservation of this new planet and its unique life forms. As I looked around at my team, I realized how lucky I was to have them by my side. They were not only my colleagues, but my friends and current family. I knew that they would always have my back, just as I would have theirs. With a renewed sense of purpose, I accepted the role of Ninky, Princess of Planet Key. I promised to live up to the title and to serve the people of this planet to the best of my abilities. And with the love and support of all teams, I knew that I would succeed. As I watched my team members disperse into their respective quarters, my eyes were fixed on Enki. My heart skipped a beat as he approached me, and I felt a rush of emotions flood through my body. It had been so long since we had seen each other, and the feeling of his presence sent a shiver down my spine. We exchanged a quick glance, and I could see the longing in his eyes. It was a longing that I shared, but we both knew the rules that we had to follow. Our love was forbidden, and if anyone were to find out, the consequences could be dire. Still, I couldn't help but feel a sense of joy and contentment as we walked together. The warmth of his hand in mine sent a thrill through my body, and I knew that I was where I was meant to be. As we strolled through the settlement, I couldn't help but notice the way that Enki's eyes twinkled in the moonlight. The air was still filled with the sounds of celebration and laughter, and I knew that this was a moment that we would cherish forever. Despite the challenges that lay ahead, I felt a sense of hope and optimism as I walked with Enki. Our love may be forbidden, but it was also strong and true. And as long as we had each other, we could face whatever the future held. In conclusion, my arrival to Key was nothing short of magical. The incredible settlement that Enki and his team had built, and the warm embrace of my dear friend and lover Enki, it was all more than I could have ever hoped for. I feel truly blessed to be a part of this incredible journey, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. This is Enki, Tales from the Past. This narrative podcast is authored by Mário Portela.